Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Today in Millenia podcast, the inaugural Today in Millenia podcast. I am, of course, your most gracious and grateful host, Nicholas Pierre, and I am joined today, after today needing no introduction, but you were supposed to be to my left.
I'm sorry.
But you're two, so my whole pre-planned introduction is now ruined because you're sitting across from me to the left. But our very own, the beautiful, the wonderful, the intelligent, and also one of my best friends in the whole wide world. She is the counterpart to, I guess, my side of things, Miss Maheen Sabani. Welcome. We finally made it.
Finally.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
I'm excited. All right. It took long enough. I mean, it took us more than enough time just to hit the record button. So that took long enough. And then, of course, hailing all the way from the great city of Brentwood, New York, via Puerto La Playa, Puerto Rico, Alexio. The Puerto Rican Hammer Rivera behind the sticks. We are here. We have made it. And we hopefully have an exciting show for you. Before we get started, want to just talk a little bit about what we want to do with the show. We want it to be a fun place for people to come and learn about the crazy world that we live in these days. The news, the politics, the pop culture, the memes, of course.
Of course.
Can't forget the memes. And we want to set up a hotline eventually, so if you don't agree with anything that I say, that's fine. I'd like to preface that if you don't agree with any of us, that's okay. We don't have to hate each other. That's the point of the podcast, I think. Right? We all just want to have an open opinion on what's going on in the world. Do you guys have anything to add?
I just want to add that I already don't agree with half of what they say. So
just putting that out there.
I want that to be known.
But that's okay. And that's expected, I think.
And that's what makes this fun.
And that's what should make it fun.
Yeah.
Alexio? He's just fucking with the computer.
Yeah, I'm just fucking with the computer.
We'll hopefully have more time with Alexio once we figure out how to get things going.
I just want it to be a lot of fun.
That's it.
That's really it.
We want to have a lot of fun, 100%. I still have this silly scarf on, which I didn't want to do, but that's okay, right? All right, so we'll cut that out or something. I don't know how that works, but we're going to figure it out.
I think the scarf was a good look.
All right, so we want the podcast to be pretty easy to listen to, so we're going to go through in segments.
Yeah.
Our first segment of the day
is going to be taken up by you.
Is me? Well, I want everyone's opinion on it.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so in my opinion is the first topic of the day. And dude, I was going to sit one of those up like this, and I knew that I would bang the shit out of it.
For sure. I already know you're going to move back and forth.
100%. I can't sit still. I have no idea where this thing is, so sorry if you're watching on YouTube. It's not going to look good at all, but that's all right. So what's our topic? What's my opinion?
So, in our opinion, we're going to first cover Nancy Pelosi.
Drafting impeachment articles.
Drafting the impeachment articles for Trump. They're trying to take him out.
Yeah. They've been trying to take him out.
Yeah, they've been trying to
take him out. We can't play the video for you.
Closest.
Unfortunately, because the volume on the TV and the computer don't work at one time. So the chances of that happening are pretty slim to none, but it happened today. So the video though, I saw Pelosi's thing. She just okayed it. So basically what's happening right now is Trump, and do you know about the Ukraine? I guess we should just explain it all. So if you don't know what's happening, Trump called the new president of the Ukraine to congratulate him on winning, I guess. And as they were talking about corruption in this certain company. The company, I think they do natural gas or something, but it's all conspiracy-ish because Biden's son works for that company and makes like $50,000 a month and doesn't really know anything about natural gas, so it's a little sketchy. But the reason they're impeaching him or they're trying to impeach him is because he basically told this guy, like, listen, we're not going to keep pumping you aid unless you figure out what's going on with all this corruption. It's kind of like in a nutshell, and my phone's on the thing, but Trump definitely tweeted about it, so he tweeted about it yesterday. Shocking, right? And he tweeted about it yesterday, and he made sure to capitalize the word us. So in the conversation, he says, this is information for us, and things that like us, we, he kept saying, so it's like for the country. So the argument on the right is that it's not really holding aid for his own personal benefit, because all he was trying to do is find corruption against the country. And then obviously on the left, he is the most corrupt human being alive. All he's trying to do is better his own advancement, and therefore using foreign national aid to further your own personal growth. That's obviously illegal and impeachable. So if that's true, fucking impeach him. But I'm at the point now where it's just a witch hunt. It's a wolf cry and whatever. Whoever cried wolf, whatever that story is, that's what this is.
Yeah. I think my opinion really is that with the middle, they definitely just want to take him out because they hate his guts.
Yeah.
I think he's hilarious. The most hilarious president.
By far
ever.
the most entertaining president ever, and just so fitting for 2019. I mean, we live in the meme.
Yeah. He's the most memeable person.
He's the meme of the century.
But this is our lives.
Yeah.
It is a little bit.
Yeah, but our lives is also memes.
I guess. Great.
But he is a spearhead. This is the thing, is with Trump, it's like he's ridiculous. I don't agree with him as a leader. I don't think any leader of anything should ever act that way. I think that is childish and ridiculous, but it's super entertaining. And on top of it, I haven't seen a huge detriment in the last 4 years. I just haven't seen such bad things happening in policy. You look like you disagree.
I feel like you're a white male.
I agree. I'm the most hated human being on the planet Earth right now. Public enemy number 2, right after the old public enemy number 1.
Who's what?
It used to be young black male, now it's young white male.
There you
So
go.
public enemy number 2.
White male in general.
Yeah, it used to be the young rich black man.
So I
public
can
enemy number 1.
understand you never feeling targeted or upset about anything. But
I'm not
no,
upset.
I agree with what you say in terms of him maybe not making our country completely shit as far as policy is concerned, but I don't think he should be leading our country. We were a laughingstock to the world.
Agreeable.
Agreed,
I
yeah.
think that's bad, right? We are a laughingstock. I think, but what keeps us safe is that we're a laughingstock with a psychopath on a red button. So it's they think we're a joke, but they know that otherwise I think somebody would have tried something by now. If they really believed he was weak and that we were a laughingstock, which we already are, they would have tried something. So it's good at least that he scares foreign
Some
countries.
people.
Yeah, where they're a little nervous what to do. Because if he was a little bit more of a meek person, I feel but he still acted the same, we'd probably be in a lot worse shape. So at least he's able to scare people.
He wouldn't have had the confidence to gain presidency if he was
Right. So it would have never worked out. But what I was gonna say is I do agree with you. And honestly, I was kidding. It's not all funny. And I do think that honestly, no. Some of the stuff that he says, he just doesn't I don't even know if he understands what he's saying.
Yeah.
I don't think if he understands that the way that he describes someone from the Middle East or someone who's practices Islam, when he uses sideways terms, that's so it's not good. It's just not good.
But any minority, yeah.
Even me, I was just born into it. So just going through the way I said that, I just pick through my words to make sure they're politically correct. And I think if I'm gonna do it on a fucking podcast that maybe Maheen's family is listening to, then probably shout out to you guys.
Shout out to
then
you guys.
probably I should I would expect our president to do it.
For sure.
Is what I'm saying. Yeah. So I agree with that. I think the way that he talks about just how he says certain cultures are just terrible and just shit, which as true as it may be, you shouldn't say that out loud. You know what I mean? There are some cultures that I'm just saying. Some people are behind other people. You shouldn't make fun of them for it, and you shouldn't make a joke out of it. It's foreign policy, And that's where I draw the line, making a joke out of foreign policy. I'm checking everyone's thingy just because I don't believe that's actually recording. So that's where we're at. Now this is the problem with the impeachment. So for anyone listening who doesn't know how the impeachment works, you have to be impeached by the House. So if you remember Clinton and whatever her name was, not the figure skater, but the girl with the same name.
Monica
Lewinsky.
Right, very close to Nancy Kerrigan, so I always screw the two of them up. Nancy Kerrigan's the one that got dropped, and then Monica Lewinsky's the one that blew.
Does that
Clinton.
sound the same?
To me it did. I don't know. Some people might say that. I don't know. I said it. It sounded the same to me. If you agree, leave a comment and just let everybody know that you agree with me that it sounded the same, or just say it didn't sound the same. One of those two.
They're definitely gonna say it didn't sound the
It didn't
same.
sound the same. All right. Well, all right. Monica Lewinsky. That's who it was. So when that happened, the House impeached him. Right. So the House impeached Bill Clinton, and they threw it to the Senate. So it has to be done through the House and then through the Senate. As we know right now, we're running a pretty red Senate. It's mostly Republican. So the chances of that happen are slim to none. But obviously, Secretary of State Miss Nancy Pelosi here, who is now gracing our entire podcast, I'm guessing. Just leave her up there. She's the mascot for the day. She gave the okay for the House to begin an impeachment trial. So, I mean, we'll see. They tried with the collusion thing. The Mueller report got me. The Mueller report, that's what fucked me up. That put me a little bit more pro-Trump than I ever have been. The Mueller report.
Yeah. So stuff like that, stuff like the Mueller report, how big of a problem they made it, took away all their credibility as far as like making something so small.
Yeah. And we keep saying they, and like obviously people probably know that Democrats and Republicans, and I hate saying that, and I feel like that's what I'm trying to kill with the podcast. People, but for now, it's like that's how it is, because it's like people. That's how people talk. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but
well, when it comes to stuff like that, it makes stuff like this, because he did do something wrong, which was just quid pro quo, right? Like, hey,
you do this.
The reason why it's a problem is because
they did come out and say there was no quid pro quo, so they're
opponent.
switching. Yeah.
He's a political opponent. That's the reason why, right?
Yeah.
And so that's what makes it a big problem.
Right.
They're running against each other. However,
Except for that's not a real rule.
Not, yeah.
Like that's a nice thing to say, but it's not technically a real.
It's not like a law.
It's not a law.
It's not impeachable. Yeah, that's what it is.
This
is not going to go anywhere.
Right, but I think the fact that even if it goes through the House, right, and they impeach him, what I get nervous about and like what I picture, like fuck Trump. In a couple of years, even 4 more, he gets voted in. We're in America, and there were smart people. And maybe people want to disagree with me at home, but there were smart people who created this country, and they knew that people are nutty. Yeah. And if you put the wrong guy in there without the right balances, right checks, you hear that all the time, the right people to be able to be like, hey, this is right, this is wrong, they could destroy a country in 2 minutes. But the reason they cut it down to 8 years is because that's it. You can't really fuck an entire country up in 8 years with the way that we have checks and balances. So forget Trump. What I get nervous about is that whole idea gets thrown out the window when we can impeach you for putting your dick on the internet when you're 16.
But it's not going to happen.
But if it does happen, it sets a precedent. It sets a precedent that, hey, I don't have to win an election. I just have to impeach the guy for doing next to whatever. If I just keep investigating, and we all know it. If I was running for any political office, I'd be done in 10 seconds.
You know what
I mean? They would dig it up on you.
You know what people don't realize with this whole impeachment? Is that it doesn't take them out of office, number one. When you impeach someone, it doesn't take them out of office. It's just charges against you.
Well, they're going to put he's not the president.
Second thing they're going to do, they don't realize is that who's up next after him?
Yeah, that's
it's
exactly
fucking Pence.
Yeah, it's Pence, and he's worse.
He's worse.
He is at least he doesn't even have black friends, as Trump likes to say all the time. Pence is worse, dude.
He doesn't even like to be in the same room with another woman by themselves.
Because he's a freak.
He can't be interviewed by a woman.
And let me lay this out here, because I know this is already getting designed as I am on the right, she's on the left, but I freaking hate the church. So anything that has to do, and I don't hate the church, I hate that if the church has any say in what a country does, that's when I have a problem with it. And Pence is all about that shit.
Yeah.
No abortion because one crazy book says you can't get rid of a baby before it's born. So now we all have to listen to it. It's just nonsense, that church stuff. So and listen, if you're religious at home, I'm not trying to put down your religion. I'm a confirmed Catholic personally, but I don't think it has any place in law and policy.
I was a confirmed Catholic.
I was confirmed. I went to confirmation.
Oh, confirmation.
You want to know my confirmation name
Yeah,
is?
I do.
Yes.
So it's got to be a saint, right? So
Okay.
I picked Saint Bernard, like the dog.
You're allowed to do that?
You just pick whatever you want. You can be Saint Michael, Saint Mary.
That's
Elvis was
a
Saint
saint.
Nicholas.
He's an actual saint?
Oh, he's an actual saint, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
he
it's also a
drooled
dog. And you had to make a post. Dad jokes, baby. Damn. He drooled a lot, guys. If you didn't pick that one up, it was good. But yeah, that was my confirmation name. So you had to make a poster and shit, and I had a little dog on mine. Made out of felt. You remember those felt poster thingies, where it'd be heavy felt, and then you'd glue on the lighter felt?
Yep.
You don't remember? I don't know if it was a poster, whatever. I remember. I don't
Felt
know.
paper, you can get it anywhere.
Yeah, it was like
Construction
felt,
paper?
like thick felt,
Yeah,
yeah. And then you glue other felt letters on it, so it was like kind of like a thick, almost like a banner. You can make your own banner, basically.
Yeah.
So that's what I had, like a Saint Bernard banner.
Do you guys do the same thing with the name?
No.
No.
I think this is really
Do
fun.
you guys have like wait? So the side topic, obviously, but I mean, I think we kind of covered that. It is what it is. We don't know. I can't say anything on it. They're either gonna put this through, and it's gonna go through the House, or it's not. If this one doesn't go through, though, I mean, you're losing me now. You're fucking losing me. They had the guy Mueller do extensive research on whether or not he did it, and they found nothing. And before we move on to, I'd rather that topic, but. Another huge problem is like the fact that the media doesn't have to apologize. Just so everybody knows, if we do film a second episode, if I say something and it's fucking wrong and I lied to you, I'll at least give you the courtesy to say the next week, hey, I lied to you. I was wrong, you know? That's ridiculous.
I mean, we were talking about this and like just the crazy buzz, power words, and but this is what we do as a sales and
That's
marketing
marketing
company,
people, I know,
right?
yeah. And
It's just something that I feel like, I mean, yes, it's gotten more intense and it's like grown in the last few years, but maybe it's just because I've been more aware to it, but yeah, it's a lot.
It's worse than ever. It's like you're allowed to literally say like words like and one day I'm gonna make a montage of just both sides, Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, just contradicting the shit out of themselves, because it happens all the time. And if you just dig long enough, you definitely could just put together a nice video just making them all ridiculous. Because I think they're all ridiculous. And there are videos on CNN. This guy is literally just saying like the information found in that Mueller report. I know it's not released yet, but from what I know, 100% impeachable. He's going to jail. Like,
yeah.
And then all of a sudden, we found nothing. Nothing. How does it go from jail to nothing? I don't like. That's my problem. It's not Trump. Like whatever. Trump. If he's an asshole, get rid of him. If he does something illegal, get rid of him. But to just go on a witch hunt, I mean, that's ridiculous.
It's a waste of resources.
It's a waste of time. Why don't you try to win an election and instead of like try to get rid of this guy? You know what I mean? Like I'd rather just see like a good Democratic, which we're gonna get ahead of it. But anyway, do you have any rituals? Do you guys do anything? Like do you graduate?
Rituals? Yeah.
There's a lot of rituals.
Do you graduate though into like when do you become a woman?
Well, Nicholas, when I became a woman.
And let the people know which religion we're talking about.
No. So I'm Muslim. I follow Islam.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have like a confirmation. There's no like choosing, the religion or whatever the case is. I think the closest thing that I can think of would be, it's called an akika. I had mine when I was 4.
Names are much better. Confirmation.
Yeah, let a 12-year-old pick their own name.
Saint Bernard. I remember what.
So my name, if in like Catholic terms, like if I were to get married in a Catholic church, is Nicholas Anthony Saint Bernard Pierre.
So ridiculous.
Yeah. Right. So what do you do at this akika?
I was 4. All I know is that there was a goat sacrificed in my honor.
What?
Yeah.
No.
But here's the fucked up
part. A live goat?
A live, of course, it has to be sacrificed. You're supposed to like donate the meat to like
a butcher
poor.
shop?
No, the poor. But the fucked up part, a girl is worth 1 goat and a boy is worth 2 goats.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Which is and you know what's funny, and like I think as we progress in the podcast, it's much easier for me to say, what's wrong with the Catholic religion than it is for you. Like I have a lot of Muslim friends, and it's difficult to even like, you don't even want to say like, this is fucked up, the boy got 2, but it is, right? And like I think
would you want to?
I think I deserve.
Why not? The point is, why not? Because we bring this stuff up in every faction. We should bring it up where it needs to be brought. Everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. I think like if we're gonna move.
Who do we have to talk to change that?
I
have no idea.
Do you guys have like a pope?
No.
No?
No.
We have a pope.
We have a lot of like.
Yeah, you don't have like a
religious
one
scholars.
set leader, right?
No, yeah.
Yeah.
No one lived.
We have a pope.
Red pope says jump. Everybody goes like.
Do you?
Yeah.
Is that a joke?
That's
That
a
joke.
joke. the pope says what God's saying.
Yeah, whatever God says, the Pope knows.
Yeah.
Which, yeah.
Direct contact.
Dude, it's lunacy. It's I mean, it's dark magic. Is what it's basically.
I think it's the opposite of dark magic.
It's like light magic. Like it's magic. It's like I don't know, dude. I can't. What do you mean? The one guy talks to him, nobody else. I just can't do it. You know what I mean? My mom is just like every other mother in her generation. I gotta get you confirmed so you can get married in a Catholic church if you want. That's it. And it's funny because one of our wonderful administrators, Chrissy, she's like Catholic. Mom's the same age changed his mind. And her mom told her the same thing. Like it was just like it was almost like my mom's parents put him through it because they kind of like believed it a little more, and then my mom put me through it just in case I wanted to believe in it. Like it wasn't that she did really so much. It was just like, what if he's 30 or 25 and whatever, he wants to get married in a Catholic church, his wife wants to get married, and he's like unconfirmed. Now I gotta wait 6 months for him to go to these religion classes because that's what you have to do. Oh, you gotta go to class.
Wow.
Oh yeah, we were actually.
If anything, as a strategy to make sure your son doesn't just jump into a marriage, you should wait. So that way he could wait the extra time.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So you just don't confirm this kid.
Just don't confirm
and then
him.
you force him to
He has
marry a
another
Catholic
6
girl,
months
and
to
then the
change his
Catholic
mind.
girl's mom's like, he's not confirmed. No, I gotta confirm.
Yeah, I gotta wait.
It's almost like a breathing period, like when you go to buy a gun. You know, like they have to give you like a day, so like just in case you're about to go murder somebody that day.
How many people did you meet the first day and then 6 months later ate their guts?
Oh, 100%. And what I was gonna say is, I think that's a great idea for marriage in general. Like when you go to sign a marriage certificate, they should be like, okay, but you have to come back in 6 weeks and decide if you still want to do it.
I don't think there should be a thing like a marriage certificate.
This is a whole other
other topic.
Yeah.
We'll get into marriage and that's a whole different thing. Anyways, moving on down the line. I kind of got into it before. So the Democratic political race is coming to, I guess, a head now.
Let's compare the numbers. Republicans, 3 people running.
Yeah. But
Democrats?
they can't run if he decides
20.
to rerun.
And then there's 16.
Dude, it's craziness. 97% approval rate this cocksucker has for Republicans. 97, it's unheard of. No Republican candidate leading up to it, no current president leading up to the next election has ever had 97%. And freaking Franklin Delano Roosevelt was voted in like 4 times. And he still didn't have 97%. He's a Democrat, obviously, but he still didn't have 97% approval rate.
Nobody can beat him.
It's just like it's what they're
Even
doing.
if they don't like him, nobody can beat him.
The left pushes people to him though, like because this shit bothers people, like myself, like because like you said, I'm not as offended, and it's so true. I'm not as offended. So imagine you unoffended by his jokes, and then watching this, you'd be probably more leaning towards what I did, and I don't love him at all, but it pushes you towards him when it's just like crying wolf. When it's like, okay, why don't you just get a good candidate, put him up there, and see if he wins or she wins? That would be great. But instead, let's just try to impeach him, and then make Pence the fuck? It just doesn't make any sense. And then try to beat Pence. That's the goal.
Right.
Impeach him. Try to beat Pence.
Yeah.
Anybody can beat Pence.
Anybody.
Now wait till you see how many candidates run on the Republican side if they get this impeachment
done.
Oh my God, I'd run. Fuck it. Anybody can win at that point. It's a free for all. Like it's a fucking free for all.
With Trump, at least you know what you're getting.
Mm-hmm. You know what you got.
You know what you're getting.
Yeah.
That's
why he won.
He says what he says.
People didn't want the current, the quintessential politician corrupt, and Clinton was just that. She was exactly that. And people were like, you know what? Best of both worlds. Fucking take the crazy rich guy. At least he won't be taking money. Money is.
He is taking money though.
He probably is.
He's taking so much.
You know what?
Money.
But I honestly.
But it's
different.
so blatant though.
But he's just running a business, which I honestly like better. Like it's funny because they complain a lot about he has a hotel, somewhere a hotel in Moscow or something where he had somebody come over, Saudi Arabia or whatever, stayed in his hotel. I don't think it was in Moscow, it's in somewhere. They stayed in one of his hotels, and they paid him for, all the stuff that they used, and I guess what they think is that they overpaid. And it was like kind of like a way to wash.
Just the fact that
they
didn't have to.
Just the fact that they paid him was a problem. Like, how could they have paid the president? But he's running a business.
But they do it everywhere.
So it's more. But I think Rogan said it's more believable. Like, I'd rather that situation than what the Clintons do, which is just talk in front of a bunch of people for $3 million, which is like literally just taking the money. Like, you're not even. At least you're giving these guys towels and fucking breakfast, continental breakfast out of it. But this fucking, what are you kidding me? Like, you're just gonna take
The Clintons did it through their foundation.
Right.
So it had like a premise of it being like a good thing.
But it was just in their pockets.
And it was just money in their pockets.
Exactly.
For him, it's blatant. Like, I want you to stay at my hotel.
It's almost like the devil you can see,
did to Pence in Ireland? So Ireland, he went to Ireland.
Mm-hmm.
Pence went to Ireland, and he went to Dublin or some city in Ireland, and then made him travel 3 hours away to stay at the resort. So him and all his places and all his staff could stay at the resort. So that way, tax money gets paid.
Gets paid out over there, yeah.
to
And it's
the
just
resort.
like he's just swinging money, which is like people I think like that a little bit more. Like at least you know what he's doing. Like it's out in the open, like you said. But so we got Bloomberg in the race, Kamala Harris. Your queen.
No.
She's gone.
It's a brown joke?
She's your front runner. Yes, that was a brown joke. She was a front runner. Did you like her?
I mean, okay, so when I started doing a little bit more research and started like digging in a little bit more, I had 3 people that I was kind of like looking into, and then obviously Kamala Harris being one of them. Now Tulsi Gabbard is my front runner.
Your new favorite?
My third person was purely just.
If you say AOC, I'm walking out
No, why?
AOC
that's a
wasn't
whole
running?
other. She wasn't running.
I call them
She wasn't
the Three Musketeers.
But this
Oh, I
is-
shouldn't say
Oh,
that joke. That's
no.
so bad.
Musketeers.
We're gonna fight. Nicholas! This is a whole other topic. We can't get off topic.
all right.
No, and I can't even remember his name
AOC.
now. But I literally purely
Musketeers,
liked him
just in case
because.
you guys didn't.
If you didn't get that, was not a dad joke. That was a real joke. All right. I'm sorry.
Sorry, man, go ahead.
It was just a good joke. I had it hidden in there, and we brought her up, so I had to say
Go
it.
ahead.
I'm sorry. That was me banging the table. If you're hearing that the whole way, it's me the whole time.
I don't even know. Oh, the guy. So I don't know his name. I literally didn't care about him. I just cared about the fact that he was dating the actress who I
Cory
love.
Booker.
Cory Booker.
I love his
Oh.
girlfriend, fiance.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
think
really
she's
know
cool.
much about Cory Booker, but I hear people like him, dude.
But
they
no,
think
but
he's
here's
cool.
the thing
That's
about
it's black guy, right?
Yeah,
I'm just. I mean, I have to
He's black guy,
fucking
right?
say
He's
it.
the black
I don't
guy.
want to say. I don't have any other way to say it. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
yeah. So I've heard good things. I don't really know him.
But
I think
here's the
he's
thing.
lame as hell.
You think he's lame?
So, New Jersey senator, right?
Yeah.
Fake promises and all of that is
Yeah.
what I've heard so far.
Yeah.
So initially, like, he sounds good on paper, but
New
it's,
Jersey, you can't trust no dad.
You know why-
New
you know why I
Jersey.
stopped
Look
liking
at
him?
Christie. What the?
The main reason why I stopped liking him, they asked, what did he say to Biden? He said something to Biden. Biden said something, and then he said, you're drinking, he's trying to say like a black joke, but it didn't, it came out like corny as hell, something about Kool-Aid, and everybody, it was just crickets.
It was just bad.
Crickets.
So you were done with them?
And I was like, this guy's lame.
Can't work a room, lame as fuck. I'm done with you. Yeah, I mean, I hear that. I'm like, I agree with you there, cause like Tulsi wasn't lame, and that's why
He's not trying to be.
No, Tulsi's cool.
Kamala Harris
think-
tried to do a video dancing to Cardi B's thing, and it was just lame.
Well, Kamala Harris was just a little too over the top, like almost much different than you are
Yeah.
as a Muslim. Like she was almost a push it on everyone person, and you don't even tell people you are. So it's like that's why I never saw like
She was scary.
her.
though.
Yeah, like almost terrifying
She was
in the
scary
way.
because of the laws that she passed.
Like, oh, and then I'm not saying that she's because she's Muslim. Had she been Catholic
Kamala
and
Harris is
spoke,
Muslim?
she's like half, she's like mixed.
yeah, but had
I
she,
didn't even know that.
but had she been Catholic and just spoke
Or
of like
Indian.
into her,
I don't know.
yeah, had she been even Catholic and just spoke the way that she wanted, like how her beliefs like come into her policy, like that's when I can't.
No,
AOC's like that too,
she-
like her emotions come into her policy.
She had this weird law where if your kids didn't go to school,
Kamala Harris not Muslim.
definitely not.
No.
But Kamala Harris, she had this weird law. I said
Oh.
she had this weird law where if your kids skipped school or missed too much school,
Uh-huh.
you would go to jail.
Oh yeah, single mothers go to jail. Isn't that insane?
What?
She's
I
terrifying.
was like, my mom would be in prison just trying to raise me and my
My mom would have
brother.
been to jail. Dude, my mom used to wake up, and my fucking brother, he wasn't even a bad kid. He like I was the worst kid. I would say I'm going to school and then skip school. My brother would just like an old man. I'm tired today, Ma. I'm like, do I have to go? Yeah, you have to go. I'm like, what the fuck? He doesn't have to go. Every day he's like, yeah, I'm just not feeling it today. I'm not going to school. My mom's like, you have to go to school, Trev. Not going to school. And he would do this up until the point where my mom had to either go to work or fight with him. So she would just leave for work. And he knew that. And so he would like test her right up until, and she would just leave for work. And then he would get his day off. And so she would have been in jail fucking years ago, dude.
Yeah.
Years ago for him. Trav would have put her in jail easy.
So funny.
Could you imagine a rule like that?
All my friends
But this
have
is
to do
fucking
like, hey,
America.
You want to do what? Yeah.
This is America. Once you start talking about shit like that, like forcing people to do certain things, and like
Yeah,
that's
scary.
when they get the fuck out of here. You
Get
can't
out of
be a
here.
president
I
of
don't
this
want
country. Not this country. You know, some other country where they like to do that,
Sure.
go over there, but
Do
not
it.
here. And so, all right, so that's the candidates. We're going to keep you posted. We're going to be following this race. And then there's Andrew Yang, who I love to bring up. I just like how different he is. I would never vote for him. He's kind of a psycho. Where are we going to get all this money from? I mean, universal basic income. Look into him if you want. he's got a lot of progressive ideas. He really believes in like electric cars, mobility, getting around the planet, which I'm into. Like, I don't like that a lot of people on the right, like, saying climate change is a hoax is just so detrimental to the country, but that's a whole different episode. But to the whole world, it really is to the whole world. And so I'm into Tulsi a little bit, but I'm thinking, I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop with Tulsi. Like, where is she's gonna come out and try to take all my money or something? I know it's coming.
She's Democratic, so she's
gonna try and fucking raise taxes
or something with guns. But she's a veteran. She seems great.
Jocko likes her.
She looks
If Jocko likes you, I'm into it. Yeah, that's it. So we'll keep you posted on the Democratic race as we go to it.
Awesome.
All right, what's next?
Well, the next topic is Today in Memes.
Today in Memes. Oh, okay. So we're all super excited. Maheen can't get enough of these.
I love them.
The meme of the week. The meme of the week is...
I can't find the board.
It's right there.
Oh, it's right there.
It's the best one ever. So the meme of the week is going to be Jeffrey Epstein. I guess I'm going to fire through this one like we're doing a speed pitch.
Read it.
Well, no, I'm going to read the meme.
Okay.
So we're going, but just in case, the meme won't make sense and you know who Epstein is. So I'm going to fire through this thing. So Jeffrey Epstein, multi-billionaire kind of guy, he owns an island, and he's basically a gigantic kid fucker. So he has these little kids come over, 15, 14-year-old girls, and a lot of rich people came too. So it's really controversial. Clinton might have been involved. Bill Clinton, obviously, maybe Hillary. Who knows? She's probably a kid fucker too. And one of those princes, whichever prince, I don't know which one. One of the princes, not one of the married ones, but he could have like Asperger's or something like. So they're like trying to hide it all, but whatever. One of these princes, he might have been involved with it. And when I say prince, I mean like the people over in England that don't actually do anything but live in that castle. Yeah. So whatever they do over there, that guy, and a lot of other like big time people, but those are the two biggest names. A lot of
celebrities,
a lot of celebrities, politicians were basically going over with this guy to this island. Whether you could prove or not that they were pedophiles like him, then I don't know. I call it a pedophile. If you think I said it wrong, whatever, pedophile, pedophile. That's what he is. So so they arrest him. And they put him in jail, and there's even more controversy. Oh, it's great. So this is just good stuff. So this is why this meme is meme of the week for sure. They put him in jail, and obviously the Clintons, they don't fuck around. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to say the Clintons killed him. I'm not saying the Clintons killed him, but I'm saying the Clintons probably killed him.
Yeah.
So basically he was in this cell, a lot of controversy over whether he was on suicide watch, who told him to come off suicide watch, why was the camera off in his cell the night that he did it, and he supposedly killed himself. So the memes are going around right now of him not killing himself. So do you want to read this one? Read this thing. This is the funniest thing. I'll read it. This is my favorite meme. So this is my favorite meme right now. So it's a picture of a boar, and his tusks kind of go back towards his head, and then there's a skull next to it if you're listening and you're not watching, and the bone's actually through the skull. So the Babirusa is a wild pig whose tusks can grow so long they curve backwards, ultimately impaling their skulls and accidentally killing them, unlike Jeffrey Epstein, who was killed on purpose. and they just keep going like this. So let's see.
Keep going.
Some say Xbox is the best, some say PlayStation, but deep down we all know Epstein didn't kill himself. And how to eat candy corn. Open the bag, pour candy corn into the trash can. Epstein didn't kill himself. As they keep going, we got a couple Pac-Man figures. The 4 ghosts in Pac-Man are all programmed to act differently. Red chases you. Pink tries to position itself in a set. What, really? That's good to know. Blue tries to ambush you. Orange is random, and Epstein didn't kill himself. So obviously, these are fucking hilarious.
So funny.
So good. Did they put the cat in yet?
The cat. Oh,
or
yes.
Baby Yoda? Are either of those
No,
in an
I haven't
Epstein
seen any
yet?
Baby Yoda,
But they have cat Epstein.
I have seen the cat
This
one
cat?
though.
The little cat. Yeah. What the fuck are you talking about, cat? Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one. What about?
I love
Epstein?
the ones where they're like, you don't know what you're reading. You start reading, you get to the bottom, and it's just like completely random.
And it's Epstein didn't kill himself. I mean, it's just good stuff.
Look
at that.
It's just fucking great stuff, dude. Nope. Epstein didn't kill himself. And then the cat's going, nope. Oh, it's so funny. And I don't know who that lady yelling is, but she is also one of my favorite
she's
memes.
from
She's
from
like
ESPN.
a Real Housewife.
No,
Real
Housewives. Like one of those reality shows.
Yeah. Fucking
I don't remember her name, but
90 Day Fiance, my favorite show on television, maybe.
Epstein, not Epstein.
Not Epstein, not
Like,
Epstein.
someone's killing him.
Oh my god,
So
that's hilarious.
funny.
So it's two cats. One says Epstein over his head. The other one says not Epstein, and the one that says not Epstein is choking.
Do you know the
him.
story of how Bill Clinton's connected to him?
Something like flight. I ain't much flight.
Yeah, so he flew with him. He was on Jeffrey Epstein's private airplane 27 times. They don't know where they went, but they probably went to pedophile
They
island.
probably went to Pedophile Island, dude. I mean, where the fuck else would they go?
I've probably flown my mom 10 times in my life.
Yeah. I've probably flown.
He's
Jessica
flown with-
Irish is probably the number one person I've ever flown with in my life, and it's probably been 6 times.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
best.
Yeah.
At best. I don't even know how to buy a flight without Jessica buying it. Every time it's either Maheen or Jess texting me, "What's your birthday?" And that's how I know I just bought a flight. That's how it happened. Whether I was paying for it or she was paying for it, I've never personally actually done it, so I don't know how it works. But I do know it's trackable, and I'm sure it is. But when you have a private jet, there's really nothing you can do, right?
Oh, yeah.
You just fly up there and you're in the
Fly.
fucking sky.
Yeah,
and that's
you
how it
fly.
works, dude. I mean, that's kind of crazy that you can do that, you know, because you can do that in water, kind of, but not as much as you can in the sky. So
Look at this.
what?
The cat's just putting down her hand. Shut up, you're gonna get us both killed.
That's funny. Look at the Clintons. Oh my god, dude. I mean, it's good stuff. It's really good stuff, and it's what makes it all worthwhile. So yeah, there might be a kid fucker that knows the Clintons that also knows a bunch of other people, and this is a horrendous story. And all those girls, in all genuineness, like I apologize that happened, and I know there's nothing that's gonna make it
So
any better.
funny.
But I do know that this is hilarious because obviously, people. The internet
Where's
is
the
witness.
cat?
Where's the
Where's the cat?
cat? He hung himself.
So
Fuck.
funny.
It's fucking Hillary.
God.
Dude, the internet is undefeated all the time. The internet is the greatest place
It
ever.
really is.
It really is undefeated.
So that was the meme of the week.
Did you see this lady?
What is this?
The
Oh, one of
she
these
was-
fembots?
No, she was on, I think, CNN or MSNBC. They caught her on not off camera, but in commercial, and the mic was still hot. And she was fucking pissed. She was just like,
Because they had the story for 3 years.
yeah, she's like, I had this story
Yeah,
3
3
years ago. I had everything.
But that's the thing.
Clinton,
The
Jeffrey Epstein, I had everything. And they fucking
England
threw
shut
out.
it down.
I think it was ABC.
The England shut it down. So I heard that. So ABC, this woman at ABC, that is very true. Yeah, so there's more juicy stuff to the Epstein story than just a couple of memes. We got a lady on ABC who claims she had this story 3 years ago, knew about Epstein, knew about Clinton, knew about Prince. Can we look
So
up
funny.
what Prince
Wait,
is
can
involved?
we just click this one really quick? The
Which
right,
one?
the left, the arm wrestling one. I just wanna come
All right, so
together.
this is, go ahead.
Seriously,
I love this.
It's great.
So this is
Everybody thinks the same thing.
Yeah.
The
So
left
it's got
and
a
the
black
right.
guy's arm on the left, it says the right, and then a white guy's arm on the right says the left, right? Because everybody's always arguing. And then at the top, they're grabbing arms like they're arm wrestling. It says Epstein's suicide conspiracy theories. Like everyone can agree on this.
For sure.
This is good stuff. And can you look up really quick what the prince's name that's involved with Epstein is? So the basically the royal family shut it down 3 years ago, this story, and it was like ABC shut this lady down, was like, do not say it, we'll blackball you, or whatever they do in media where you can't
Prince
talk
Andrew.
anymore. Prince Andrew, bam, there it is. So Prince Andrew, this
is the photo of
this
them
creepy
a
kid
long time
fucker.
ago.
Look at this. Look at this freak. I mean, that's not Epstein, so I don't know.
No, this is the photo of the girl. This is the accuser. She came
Oh, that's
out.
the accuser? How
Yeah.
old is she then?
She was 14. She was 15 there, and in the UK, the legal age of consent is 16. He's obviously fucking
Right.
way
40.
older.
Like, what the fuck,
Yeah.
dude? Legal age of consent. What about just having a fucking soul?
Yeah.
Like, what about not being 40 fucking 15-year-old girls who are brains are not even near developed? Like, it's just ridiculous that this guy's not in jail, to be honest. And it's just because of, what the problems are across politics in general. What the whole thing we went off about Trump is. It's just when you can buy everything, like when everything's around money, it just becomes corrupt. It just gets crazy.
We got our good friend.
So
over
yeah,
here.
so it's
Look at
fucking
that.
juicy. It's fucking juicy. Who's that? Epstein and Trump?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
These girls don't look 15 though. That's
Nah.
Melania. That's Melania.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's his wife.
Oh, fucking Trump. That dude's not fucking kids, bro. He's too full of himself. He couldn't sleep with himself thinking, I'm like one of these dirty kid fuckers. He wouldn't even be able to sleep with himself. So I mean, but everybody knew this guy Epstein. Everybody knew this guy Epstein, except for me apparently, because I never even heard of him until this happened. But so that's where the memes come from. So that's juicy stuff going on. Do we have anything else on the agenda?
Not in the memes. We have Beanie's Corner.
We have Beanie's Corner. So it's a special segment. Beanie's been
pull this
excited
up.
to bring this up all week, and
I'm
it's
just
gonna end
dying
us.
for your reaction because
Okay.
when I first saw this, I was like, I misread something. This is not right.
Okay.
And so I did a little bit of research, did a little bit of digging, and I really want you to kind of see the images that go along with this because it's great.
Mhm.
But the first phrasing that I saw was butthole sunning.
Butthole sun.
Butthole sunning. Or perennial? Perennials are plants.
I mean, perennials are
Sunning.
Bible or something like that.
Apparently, there's these two Instagram accounts. One that's like, I guess the originator, where it's called Earth and Ra, or Ra and Earth, or something like that. Ra, the sun god, ancient Egyptian guy, saying how you should be exposing your perineum, which is your area from your butthole.
Your taint.
Your gooch.
Yeah.
Your taint. Your gooch.
I
Right.
want it to be a little more.
What do you call it?
More correct.
It's
Perineum.
called perineum. Like that's the actual name of it.
Okay. Who said?
Science.
It's like
Science?
the scientific name of it.
Let me see this. Come
So
on, bring up the
anyway,
account. Bring
you
up the
should be
Instagram account.
exposing, or you can expose that area to the sunlight, and 30 seconds of
That's not
exposure apparently gives you more energy.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I was trying to read what he's trying to spell. So 30 minutes of exposure
30
of
seconds.
your gooch to the sun.
30 seconds of
30
exposure,
seconds.
not 30
I can
minutes.
handle that.
Well,
I would have
actually,
done the 30 minutes.
well, here's the thing. Just follow up.
You're not
So-
supposed to do 30 minutes.
30
Oh.
seconds of it gives you more energy than a cup of coffee. It's supposed to be really great for, you as a human.
How do you do it? It's like something like this. Like
Exactly what you're
one of
thinking.
these. Which,
Great
listen,
job.
I'm not going to say whether or not that's ever happened or not. But what happened?
So they're claiming that this is good for your health. Now, why I think this is hilarious is because doctors are saying to not do this.
In the fucking vagina. Oh my god.
Doctors are
Perennial
saying
sunning is
not
a
to
thing.
do it. It's
What did the
not
doctors
a
say what you
wellness
do?
trend. It's gone too far, apparently. I think we should just pull up the second article because
Yeah.
this is where, like, when I read this morning.
So
I
this
was
is
like,
like, all right. So somebody basically said tan your gooch
oh, I
and
think
you can
said
get
that
energy.
twice.
And so they're gonna, so then people started doing this.
People started doing it.
Tanning their
Specifically, Josh Brolin from
The actor.
right,
Yeah.
he did it. Maybe he misheard 30 minutes as well. Anyway, he burned himself in that area.
Well, of course, it hasn't seen sun in how old is that guy? 50?
Forever.
Yeah, forever. 55 years. The thing hasn't seen an ounce of sun.
So what's hilarious?
So he went on. He extended it, thinking it's like alcohol or like drug, like you can just get more of it, right?
Sure, yeah.
And then he ended up not getting more. It almost
No.
it's a counteractive
The
effect.
quote when I was dying was like,
He was trying to get more gooch drunk, and he
More
couldn't.
gooch
He
energy.
thought he could get all the gooch energy,
Yeah.
but it's a obviously a limited energy source.
Right.
Burned himself.
Gooch
Burned
burning
himself.
is a limited energy source, is what we're learning here. So if you're home and you were debating waking up tomorrow morning and just tanning your fucking taint, don't do it apparently because
Don't
you'll end
do
up
it.
like Josh Brolin's stupid ass with a fucking 3rd-degree burn between your asshole and your nuts. And is this only for guys? Because I just saw a little bit of an
No,
article
no,
about
so-
vagina steaming.
the other girl, I don't know why that was up there. But the
Maybe
other
we'll have to keep on this topic
account-
then.
The other account is a girl, oh my gosh, I don't even remember her name. Something Megan, Mystifying Megan,
Okay.
something Megan, I don't
Okay.
even know. But I guess
This
her
is it.
following is what made it popular, like in more recent times.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, now then with Josh
All right,
Brolin.
actor Josh Brolin says he gave hot new wellness trend perineum sunning a whirl, with disastrous results that left his pucker hole sunburned, and it says pucker hole. So the No Country for Old Men great movie actor revealed the effect of tanning his bum in a Black Friday Instagram post. My pucker hole. This is a quote now. I'm actually reading the quote. So here's the quote from the Black Friday Instagram post. My pucker hole is crazy burned, and I was going to spend the day shopping with my family, and instead I'm icing and using aloe and burn creams because of the severity of the pain. Brolin wrote next to a photo of a naked man lying on his back with his legs in the air as the sun kisses his posterior. I don't know who the fuck thought of this stupid shit, but fuck you nonetheless. Seriously. But honestly, fuck you for getting mad at them. You're the dumb fuck who tanned your fucking gooch, and you deserve every bit, every single bit. And honestly, the new wellness stuff is getting out of hand because dude, we're gonna bring up, this might be a whole topic for a few weeks because there was vagina steaming and there's all kinds of crazy shit going on. I haven't seen a person cup in 60 million years, so this stuff just comes and goes clearly as just like a trend. Like, remember cupping? Everybody wanted to get cupped.
Still a thing.
I'm sure it's a thing, but it's not as big a deal as it was.
Sure
I mean, that's like cupping is like gonna die like the dodo, like acupuncture. But acupuncture, what, people do that never in movies? Like, I never even seen people do that. So these things just come and go, and I'm excited for this one to come. I'm hoping this one gets going even more.
This is the thing, though, is that anyone can say that they're like a wellness guru or they're a lifestyle guru, and they'll say something. But guess what? We already know that going in the sun will make you feel good.
Yeah, of course. We all figured that out. It gives you energy. It's called fucking vitamin C. It's like vitamin D. Who gives a flying fuck which vitamin? But D. I don't know. B, C, D. They're all good and they all work. And some of them come from the sun. So that's all that you need to get from that. But look at these fucking people. Oh my goodness gracious, dude. And listen, and people do that, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. So if you're somebody who does that position, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the position. What I'm saying is there's something wrong with tanning your fucking taint.
There should be signs around you that says, "Hey, someone tanning their gooch here."
Yeah, don't come over here.
Like,
get your shotgun.
Get your shotgun out.
Yes. Fucking Darwinism at its best.
Or your selfie sticks.
Please help us. Survival of the fittest.
For sure.
Yeah. Like, these are people that you push them off into the train if you can. If you have a chance. Because we just don't need more of them, right? We don't need more taint fucking tanners.
Definitely not. No.
That's what I'm gonna start calling me. If you're a real fucking bozo, instead of being a bozo, I'm just gonna call you a taint tanner. You're a fucking taint tanner, dude. I never seen a dumber motherfucker.
This is the original butthole sunning video.
Oh, this is the video. We don't have sound, so you won't be able to know if there's any butt sounds or not.
I really don't want to see butthole tanning, though.
I don't want to see.
I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that butthole tanning, but I do appreciate the Beanie's Corner topic. That was really surprising. I wasn't expecting it, and I loved it.
Was that something that you would do? If there was scientific proof that it gave you just as much energy as a cup of coffee or a Red Bull, is that something you would do?
I'm gonna be honest. I would like to just say yes for the podcast. Like, yeah, I would definitely like to do that. But to be honest, I think I'm a little too lazy. Because what I'm trying to picture in my head is how I would incorporate this into my morning routine. So I wake up. I mean, my room's pretty dark. I live in an upstairs apartment, so I don't have any porch or anything. So I guess I would have to get near a window. The only window, my windows are pretty high, so I would need to lay on my dresser. Now I'm thinking, or maybe I'd have to have a setup. I just can't figure out how.
Outside in your backyard?
So I just go out on my back porch, just legs in the air.
30 seconds.
But it's 40 degrees outside.
30 seconds.
Maybe you do a minute.
No, maybe I don't do that. Maybe
Is that something you would do?
No.
No.
I'll never do this.
I would energy. I'm not looking. Clearly, I'm not looking for that much more of that. So if it gave you $40, I might. Yeah,
done deal.
Yeah, done deal. You know what I mean?
Just $40 is all it costs you?
Yeah, $40 a day to go tan my asshole for 30 seconds. Yeah, I'll do that.
Give me $5.
$5. Yeah, it's something worth my time. Or even maybe
30 seconds.
Maybe it gives you I don't know, maybe more better vision. I'm out
clarity.
There. Yeah.
Just
better hearing. Heightened senses.
Sticky fingers to climb walls.
But energy? No, I'm okay. I'm not buying it.
Makes me run faster?
Yeah, run.
If it gives me abs, I'll do it, no problem.
If it gives me abs, I'll stay out there for 4 months.
You can just exercise for 4 months.
Yeah, that's harder. It's much easier to just legs up, fucking let the sun do the work.
Also, just take the energy it gives you and then go running.
So it's 30-second taint up, boom, hit the streets, and you're going.
I definitely say no to that one.
All right, well.
I definitely say no to that one.
It was a light note to finish up on. Do you guys have anything else? Do we have anything else on the agenda?
No, we don't have any other segments. That was Beanie's Corner. We have other segments that we are going to be putting into the podcast, introducing it to you guys.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So we're going to be talking about people from Florida.
They're always good.
What else?
Whistleblowers. We got a below the
Whistleblower.
whistle segment for whenever the next whistleblower comes out, so you'll be on top
There's
of that.
one every week, so
And there's one every week. It's the hottest word of the year, so we just want to lead you into these strange and scary times together in as funny a way as we possibly can.
And really, we're open to suggestions. If anybody wants to leave a comment, if anybody wants to hit us up.
Yeah, subscribe to the channel. I know that people like to say that on YouTube, so
Yeah,
that's what
right.
you
Like
say.
and subscribe.
Like
on
and
YouTube.
subscribe.
Comment.
Don't hit the notifications. I've seen people suggest that, but what fucking asshole turns on YouTube notifications? If you are my listener and you are putting on YouTube notifications, I can do without you, to be honest with you.
I would
I'm
want
just
you
kidding.
to.
It's an easier way for them to know when we're ready.
Yeah, I get that too, but I'm trying to think of the type of person.
But you only have so
that
much
puts
time
on
in your day,
YouTube
so turn off
notifications.
one of the
Yeah.
notifications you already get
Yeah.
to turn ours off.
Yeah, no, or just don't. Just go check it on Wednesday
You know what?
mornings and
do whatever makes you happy.
whatever makes you happy.
Yeah.
And that whole thing I said about don't listen to anyone, I was lying. I was kidding. If you have YouTube notifications turned on, that's fine.
He's
whatever,
not lying or kidding.
whatever floats your boat. I'm not a big fan of it, but whatever floats your boat, I'm cool with. So check us out. It'll be on YouTube, obviously everywhere podcasts are found. The last thing, I almost forgot. So anyone who listens to this initial episode within the next week, if you just take a screenshot of it, whatever our original merch is, or any merch, it's going to be a redeemable coupon for you for any type of merchandise or anything that we have that you ever want. It's free. So all you have to do is take a picture of it, have a timestamp of within this week that you listened to the first episode, because unlike telecom companies, we want to take care of our long-standing
For sure.
customers.
You have to send it to us this
Yeah,
week.
we're not just no. You can redeem it at any time. That's why I need the timestamp. So I need the date.
How are we we need the date.
I need the date attached to the picture of you listening to it. So pull down on your iPhone, get the calendar up. However you need to do that. I know you're better on technology than I am, but just that picture, and you can redeem it whenever you want. Just send an email to me. To Maheen will give you
It's todayinmillenia@gmail.com.
Yeah, send an email there with that picture, and then whenever we create the first merch, it's yours. Boom, we'll ship it out. I'll pay the shipping. Boom. That was it, really. And that's the email. So if you want to contribute, we're going to try and get a phone set up in here so we can take calls in during the week. Obviously, we won't answer them live. You leave a message. But if we like the question, we'll play it on the podcast. And I keep talking into this mic, but obviously, you're going to be over here. So thanks for joining, everybody. And that's it, guys.
That's it.